Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I've conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What is going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. What's up, Mighty Munchkin, Mr. Wolf, Ivo? What is up, everyone? Weedle is the ultimate bug. Weedle's a good one. Weedle's a good one. There are a lot of bugs. I could only fit 3. Weedle's a good one. Buzzwole is also a good one. Let's go ahead and get started. We gotta get this BLIPBUG. We're at 200 encounters. I have this set up kind of like the authentic Sinisty hunt that people would do in Sword and Shield. So here's how it's going to work. I have 5 BLIPBUGs on the screen right now. And the way this works is if you KO a Pokemon, if you KO an overworld Pokemon, there is a high chance that the spawn that replaces it will be the same Pokemon. So we're going to KO these BLIPBUG. And we're going to keep doing it until something new pops up. Then we're going to move on to the other one. Once we get through all 5 and there's no BLIPBUGs left on the screen, we're going to reset the game. So that's what we're going to do. A little bit different. I don't know if it's going to be faster or slower, but it's something I always want to try out. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get started. Not shiny. So we're going to KO this. We can knock out, I think, 202 Pokemon before I run out of attack PP with my team. So we should be good for a while. But how is everyone doing on this lovely Sunday? How has your weekend been? Please let me know. And that's already a Zigzagoon. I hate this method already. We're not going to be doing it. Alright, here we go. 202, not a shiny. I do want to check. I wanted to check yesterday and didn't get a chance. I want to see what the spawn rate is. Galar. Root. BLIPBUG's a 30% chance. Okay, so it's 50 Zigzagoon, 30 BLIPBUG, 15 Nickit, and 5% Yamper. So actually, yeah, 30%, that's good enough. We don't need to be doing this. So we won't. Jerry, what's going on? Good to see you. Your birthday was Wednesday. Tell me all about it. I want to hear all about it, Mighty Munchkin. And Ivo, good luck on the Sylveon. I hope today's the day that you get it. Jerry, any Zygarde luck yesterday? Yeah, if we're gonna phase on anything, it's gonna be a Zigzagoon. What's up, Skrulbo? Happy Sunday. You got a haircut, and then you went out to eat. Nice. What kind of good food did you get? No luck to get 9 checks. Okay, cool. I didn't know you had such a big support team. I wish I had that size of a team when I was hunting for stuff offline. Pretty nice. Seafood, very cool. What's up, Ivo? Yeah, we're definitely gonna phase on a Zigzagoon if anything. Skrulbo, I thought of you yesterday. I was watching a movie I hadn't seen in years, and I was surprised about the cast. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Horrible Bosses. Obviously, I knew about Jason Sudeikis, Charlie Day, Jason Bateman, Colin Farrell, Jennifer Aniston, Kevin Spacey. I forgot about Donald Sutherland, and I didn't realize, because I didn't know who the heck she was at the time. I wouldn't have recognized her. Freaking Meghan Markle's in that movie, too. Little DA Crisis Hotline, I love it. Tyler, I can see that message, yes. Yeah, the first two did not go through. The first two did not go through. Yeah, YouTube's been very weird lately. It's hiding a lot of my messages, even in streams where I'm a mod. So I don't know what's up with YouTube, but I do see that message, Tyler. What's up, Kiro? Happy Sunday. Yeah, YouTube is all sorts of broken. It's stupid. I would never purposefully ignore you, Tyler. I hope you know that. The list of people that I would purposefully ignore, Tyler is not on it. Hero, your Audi once finished the New York Times Daily Crossword Puzzle in 12 seconds. That's pretty good. Good morning, John. How you doing? We're gonna phase on our zigs again. Question is when. I feel like it's still hiding Tyler's messages, and I feel terrible about it. I wish there was something I could do. Amber, good morning. You look nice today. Okay, there we go. There's a message. Mini crossword on Wordle. You didn't think you accomplished it. It might have been 20 seconds instead. That's still pretty impressive, Kiro. Asking how you were, saying you were going to be playing Animal Crossing, New Horizons Switch 2 Edition, Ground 1, Breath of the Wild Switch 2 Edition, and more. Tyler, enjoy all those amazing games. Always a pleasure to see you. Vivian's co-into Merlin today? Ah, it's Vivian's shit. Merlin gets the day off. USA versus Canada right now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How far into it are we? gonna try and pull up a live feed of it, but all I got was just like a billion pop-up ads. Forget it. Third period tied 1-1. Oh my gosh. I know someone who's stressing out right now. It wasn't hiding your messages because you had only typed the one you just read. Okay. I appreciate that, Tyler. Thanks for letting me know. Got to work nights coming up. Are we excited about that or not excited about that, Kiro? How do we feel? See sunlight when you leave? That's always a nice thing. For those of you that are on mobile, the counter at the bottom says 214 at the moment. Can you read the entire counter, or is the end of it cut off? Think I'm going to pass you in checks? Well, to be fair, I'm getting a bunch of checks at a time. You can? Okay, good. That was a brilliant aura, and it was not shiny. You see all of it? Nice, good. You can read it too, no problem. Okay, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the BLIPBUG over because the fact that it's not better centered is bothering me. There we go. There we go. I feel better now. Does everyone else feel better? I know I feel better. I'm curious, how many KOs do I have on BLIPBUG? There was a period of time where I was KOing everything to 500. When I hunted things. That was before I got smart. We've KO'd 585. So yes, so we do have the best possible odds on the Brilliant Aura Pokemon. There's no reason for me to KO any. I mean, there's not really any reason to begin with I should KO any, but it's not possible that there'd be any benefit to KO anymore. You've used all your birthday gift cards. Did you get yourself some good stuff? Mewtwo, what's going on? Good to see you. $30, $30, $30. What's 30 to the power of 5? What's up, Razzie? Good to see you. I should say, what's 0.3 to the power of 5? Razzie, how was your Saturday? Did you get a chance to relax last night? You can see how many KOs you have in a Pokemon. Yeah, in Sword and Shield you can. If you go to the Pokedex information, it'll tell you how many you've KO'd. It maxes out at 999. If it's over 999, it won't tell you how many. But at that point, it doesn't really matter. 500 is the max roll for a Brilliant Aura Pokemon. Saturday was nice and chill. End of the night with Fortnite with Natostuck. Now at work, bracing for the snow. Razzie, what's the forecast looking like for you? Because I woke up to snow today. It's been snowing non-stop since I woke up. But the temperature is 35, so we got like a coating on the sidewalk and the street. But like, it's not really accumulating at all. It's just like someone spilled powdered sugar everywhere. Genesect or Ribombee, those are good choices. Ribombee is my favorite bug Pokemon personally. Merlin finally got jealous of Vivian arrived. Nice. These cats love you. Am I going to shiny hunt the legendaries in ZA? Well, I've shiny hunted all of them except for Cobalion. I still need to get Cobalion. That's the last one I need. I'm not going to be streaming that, but I'm going to try and get that done this week. I want to have my living decks done before Friday. Supposed to be blizzard conditions after 5. Yikes. I hope that doesn't happen, Razzie. Wimpod's the best. Wimpod's pretty cool. Lacey, what's going on? Still a lot of snow? No, all the snow melted. We've had temperatures in the high 40s and low 50s for the past week. So as of yesterday, all the snow is gone. So of course it started to snow again today. But it hasn't really accumulated. I'll be surprised if we get more than a couple inches. Hopefully Razzie doesn't get more than a couple inches too. Jerry, are you hanging out? Your country doesn't snow where you live? Lucky. I loved snow when I was a kid. Now I can't stand it. Jerry, I think the command is !SWSH. Do you remember? I have a command with what shinies I need to get in this game, and I never updated it yesterday. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind taking out the Galarian Corsola, I'd appreciate it, Jerry. When you work days, you get to work before sunrise and leave after sunset, so you really see sunlight working days, which sounds weird. You see the sun more at night shift. I understand it, though. We're thankfully out of this period of the year, but there is a considerable period of the year where I get to work in the dark and I leave work in the dark. So I totally understand that. And boy, does it do a wonder for my mood. Nothing makes you feel better than literally working the entire day. I feel like there's a billion times more Galarian Zigzagoon today than there was yesterday. Still training on your main file in ZA. Got half a box and then some shinies to level 60. Got about 6 more Pokemon level 100. You're sitting something like 2.2 million. Wow, that's a lot of monies. I don't think I've gotten that high in monies in that game. I did realize yesterday after stream that I have a lot of things on this save file that I can sell for monies. And I'm already at 8.1 million, which is pretty awesome. This might be the richest I've ever been in a Pokemon game. Time you got 1 check, I got like 3 checks. Yeah, but now look at me. Now I'm going through a little bit of a dearth. Yeah, the nice thing about soft resets is the consistency. Like regardless of how long it takes to do a soft reset, like, you know that's how long it's going to take to get a check. Whereas overworld encounters like this, you're not guaranteed. You can go through a period where there's none on the screen for a while. How's the day going? So far, it's going pretty well, Sharia. How about you? PLA was easy to grind money? PLA, I don't remember how to... Oh, was the sisters, right? It was the 3 sisters. That was the best way to grind money? Yeah, and those battles were stupid easy. Sub, thank you so much. That brings us to 2370. We do have a sub goal today of 2375. I don't know if we're going to hit it, but we should try, right? You went through a lot of money, went through the Elite Four spamming Payday or similar with an amulet coin. That's smart. That's some good thinking right there. Paul asked who the best bug was. Hard to pick between Larvesta and Venipede. Okay, and Shardy's coming in with Scissor. I also love Scissor. Scissor is, I think, my favorite Steel-type Pokemon. I think Rabambi's my favorite bug, and Scissor's my favorite steel. Always salt the rocks you get for transferring catching Pokemon. That's true too. That's a good point. All that grit. There's a point where you're scared to play PLA because you didn't want to get jumped by the sisters. I'll tell you what, the first time that I got jumped by the sisters, it was a bit of a jump scare. I did not expect it. I didn't know it was even a thing. And I was just like, what the heck's happening? I'm looking for that purple bow tie. The stripe on his tummy changes to purple too, but I feel like the bow tie is going to be more noticeable. I think that grabs your eye's attention better. One of the best ways to get level 100 Pokemon Z is to do Battle Zone on Pokemon near the exit that you can one-shot from. That's pretty smart. That makes sense. I avoid Battle Zones personally because I'm not much of a battler, but that does make a lot of sense. The only reason Butterfree is a special place in your heart is because you won't forget seeing your first shiny ever being that golden caterpillar in Heart Gold. That's so lucky. I don't think I've ever gotten a, dang it, a Heart Gold Soul Silver. No, I can't say that. I got a shiny Chikorita in Soul Silver. Other than that, I don't think I've ever seen a shiny Pokemon in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think Gen 5 is the only generation I've never gotten a shiny, which is ironic because there's what, 3 guaranteed shinies in those in the Gen 5 games, or is it 2? There's what? There's a Gibble, a Dratini, and a Haxorus, depending on the game. Special too, because there's a golden bug in a game with gold in the name. That's a good point. That's some good mojo right there. Yeah, 3. And so was it? Which way to go, Jerry? Was it black and white, depending on the game, was either Dratini or Gibble, and black 2, white 2 both had the Haxorus? Or was it Haxorus and black 2, white 2? You could choose between Dratini and Gibble. Currently, or you've gotten a shiny Venipede in black 2, currently hunting Tepig in white. Nice. Yeah, at some point I'm going to do a playthrough of either Black 2 or White 2 on stream. They're literally the only Pokemon games I've never played to completion. I bought Black 2 when it came out, and then I just kind of walked away from Pokemon for a while, so I never beat the game. I walked back before Gen 6 came out, but I never beat Black 2, and then I only got White 2 about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Haxorus after collecting the Unova Dex in Black and White 2. Okay. So then I believe it's in black and white, depending on which version you have. Towards the end of the game, you either get a shiny Dratini or a shiny Gibble. What's up, Art Collectibles? You almost never seen what happens in Black and White 2? I have no idea. I don't know what happens. What's my favorite gen? My favorite gen is Gen 7. I've played Gen 7 games like a billion times. But before I do start my Black 2, White 2 playthrough, I would like, dang it, I would like to, what I would like to eventually do is get the Shiny Charm in Black and White 2. In order to do that, I need to play through all the Gen 4 games, and I believe I need to play some of the Gen 3 games as well. I definitely know I need to play the Gen 4. I think there's some Gen 3 stuff I need. So I kind of have to work up to it, if you know what I mean. Yours too, because the anime and Z moves. Okay, nice. I watched the first few episodes of the Gen 7, like the Sun and Moon anime. The first few, and yeah, it's definitely a different, animation style. I'm not saying it's bad, but it was a little bit jarring just because it wasn't what I was used to. But I haven't really watched a lot of the anime since back in the day. I watched all of Indigo League, watched all of Orange Islands. I watched probably the first 20 or 30 episodes of Johto Journeys. And then other than a random episode or a movie here or there, I really didn't start watching again until Pokemon Journeys came out on Netflix. And I watched the first maybe 2 or 3 seasons of that, and then never finished it. And then I watched the first maybe 10 episodes of Horizons, and I know it's a very popular show. A lot of people are enjoying it, and I'm very happy for the people that are enjoying it, but I realize it's not for me. I didn't really enjoy Horizons. Gen 4 and some Gen 3 to get the starters easier. Okay, so Gen 3 is optional, but it's probably more efficient, Jerry? Is that what you're saying? It would actually be faster to do the Gen 3 games. Where's the third? There's got to be a blip. Yep, I see a BLIPBUG back there. It's hiding. So this is a 1 in 1365 hunt. The only thing that drives me crazy about overworld hunting in Pokemon Sword and Shield is, okay, the odds with a shiny charm are 1 in 1365. There is a very possible chance that one of those Zigzagoon, or one of those Nickit, or one of those Yamper, or one of those Arrokuda, or one of the Barracuda is shiny. And I don't know because I'm not encountering it. Seasons, you watched this Indigo League, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield 1, and Horizons. Leave for a while, seeing the new anime. Okay, yeah, Sword and Shield anime was Journeys, I believe, with Go. I know some people did not like Go. Personality-wise, he seemed like a kid to me. But I respect that he did what I always wanted Ash to do in Indigo League, and that was like catch literally everything he saw. I can't count the number of times in Indigo League I would yell at Ash, like, why didn't you catch one of those Pokemon? There was like a billion of them, and you didn't even try to catch a single one. Every Pokemon we don't encounter is a shiny. That's how it feels sometimes, me too. I would love to go back to a game similar to Sword and Shield as far as the combination of linearity plus open world goes. And I like the overworld Pokemon, but I like waiting until you encounter them to find out they're shiny. I like that. But I do want it... I would prefer it if it doesn't like roll the stats and the shininess and everything until after you encounter it. I don't want it to be rolled when it shows up on the screen. Palkia and Yaga, Arceus, Zarude, and Deoxys. I saw the Zarude one, and I saw Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, and I saw the first three. I definitely saw the first three. I had the first three on VHS. And I feel like there's one or two other random ones that I've seen. There was one about Celebi, right? I think I might have seen the Celebi one. I will never forget going to see Pokemon the first movie in theaters when it came out. That was pretty awesome. I was the only one over the age of 10 that sang along to the theme song. I was 19 at the time. Saw the remake of Mewtwo Strikes Back in the original. I was impressed with the remake. I didn't watch it for a while because I didn't feel it needed a remake, but I ended up watching on Netflix one day, and you know, I was impressed. Did I get the Ancient Mew card? I'm sure I did. I have no recollection. I mean, I'm sure I did. I certainly didn't keep it. I might have given it to somebody or just thrown it away. I have no idea. I know that hurts when people hear that, but I wasn't interested in the cards. There's a remake? Yeah, a few years ago they did kind of like a... I mean, it was a remake. It was a lot more CGI than traditional animation, but it was pretty decent. Remember when I got the two Mewtwo's? I do remember that Mewtwo. Two Mewtwo's on the same stream, and I think it was exactly 200 encounters away from each other. Like 50 euros now. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame I don't still have it, but that's okay. No regrets. Both on this day last year. Was it this day last year? No way. Is this the 1 year anniversary of the 2 Mewtwo's? That's crazy. It's wild to think that I spent well over a year hunting for Mega Evolutions prior to Legends EA. And now that year is all over. Okay, I got a question. This might get into some interesting conversations. I don't know. Maybe it won't. So we got Pokemon Day coming up on Friday. Yeah, it's like a 3D animation, exactly. Other than Gen 10, which hasn't been confirmed, I'm not trying to imply that we will get a Gen 10 announcement, but other than Gen 10 announcement, what do you think the chances are that they announce another new game? And if they do, what type of game would you like it to be? Would you like another Let's Go game? Would you like another Legends game? Would you like black and white remakes? Would you like something completely different? What are the chances you think they're going to announce another game? And what would you like it to be? I'm always going to hold out hope for a Let's Go Johto, but Unova or Alola remakes, okay. Pokemon Legends Victini. Also announcing Coliseum on NSO? I would hope so. I would hope so. It's been a year. I think it's going to be a remake, okay. You and Alola remake, they need to throw Gen 8 and 9 Legends in the wormholes for shiny hunting. Oh, that would be amazing. That's such a smart idea, John. Like, they already have, like, it's already, like, part of the story, right? It makes so much sense. New Ranger or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game? When was the last time we got a Ranger game? Because there were 3 Ranger games, right? I have 2 of them. I think there was 3 Ranger games. Dang it. We're definitely going to phase on Ziggs again. Mystery Dungeon would always be cool. I'd like to see a Mystery Dungeon game that has all the Pokemon and shiny hunting. I could definitely waste some hours in a game like that. Jerry, my first video game spreadsheet was for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue, where I had all the Pokemon, what dungeons and floors they were recruitable on, what the recruit rate was with or without the friendship bow. It was voluminous. That was my first video game spreadsheet. Hockey game's making you mad? Uh-oh. Is it still tied? Or has the score changed? What's with Dr. Fiend? That's the one that started it all. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I never got the Kecleon. It was the only one I missed. Got some shiny in Legends EA. What'd you get? What did you get, Matthews? Yeah, USA and Canada is playing. Still tied up. Yeah, we'll see. It's interesting. It's, what, third period, 1-1. Never got Kecleon either. Was so happy to get the Mew. Yeah, Mew was a good one. Mew is a pain in the butt. I started a file on Pokemon, I think it's Red, on the Game Boy Advance NSO setup. And played that for a while, but I just dropped it. And I mean, no reason why, I just dropped it for a while. I should get back into it. Airy with the 38 months. It's sudden death overtime now? Holy smokes. 38. 38 what? Good morning, Airy. You're gonna buy a DS for Sun and Moon, other ones? 3DS? Okay. Better pick it up quick. They're getting expensive. A lot of hype if they release Pokemon, or if they re-release Pokemon Duel. Okay. Which one was Pokemon Duel? I don't remember that one. She's Simply 8. Gotcha. And thank you for genderizing 30. So I can use the correct pronouns. And left no crumbs. Wow. Shiny Fletchling, Shiny Litleo, Shiny Scatterbug, Shiny Pancham, and Shiny Vivian. That's awesome. Especially the Pancham. Pancham is a rare one. Because it's got a rare spawn rate in Area 3, so good job. There's a mobile game, you love that game? I don't know how I missed out on that one. I mean, I can't keep up with all the spin-offs of Pokemon, but I try and at least be aware of them, even if I don't buy them or play them. I even got Magikarp Jump for a while. Pokemon Picross on the Nintendo 3DS as like a free app. That was my jam. I enjoyed that one a lot. I love Picross games. Pokemon Playhouse for mobile. That's another one I haven't heard of. Rumble. There was a free Rumble on the 3DS. I played that one. I know like there is a whole series of Rumble games. Like I know there's like Rumble World, I think, and some others on like the Wii and stuff. I never played those, but the free one on the 3DS, I did play that. I liked how they moved. You only played that one? Okay, samesies. Samesies, Ari. We're the same person. You're gonna check now for shinies? Good luck. I hope you get some. Pokemon Playhouse has too much bugs, like Caterpies and Scatterbugs and Wurmples. Caterpie's winning, by the way, with 38%. Some people just love the original, the OG bug. Only played Rumble Rush, which was another app they shut down. The thing was so fun for the few months it was up. I mean, I could see myself enjoying the Rumble games if I picked up more of them. I just never had enough interest to buy them, but I did play the heck out of that free one. Sometimes the Pokemon disappear, their faces? What? Where do their faces go? It's important to keep a face. Oh, BT Dubs. Anyone that was here yesterday might remember that Eric let me know about a new game coming out called Pardon My French Toast. And that they released a demo. I downloaded the demo and I spent most of the afternoon yesterday playing it. It's a fun little platformer. I can't remember how much the full game's going to cost when it comes out in June, but I might pick it up. I would recommend checking out the Pardon My French Toast demo, available now on the Nintendo eShop. Gary is taking a nap on top of the desk right now. He'll pop in a little bit. Buttons don't work? Dang. Yeah, that would be an annoying bug. I'm sorry you didn't find any shinies yet. Weedle right now. I know, right, Ari? Weedle is so ticked off. Kiro with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Kiro. Let's get some hype in the chat. Going out to the Great Smoky Pokey, Jess RW6, Raz the Shadow, Me Pokemon, Emmett Psyduck, Ilmatic Jester, Party Yoshi, a Meteor Ship, Magical Weave, and Kuro. Thank you so much, Kiro. Kiro sniping Kuro. And I love that we got Illmatic Jester. You guys might know a silly Jess. I started talking to her around the same time that some streams had the usernames and some streams had the @names. And I would see like the username of Silly Jess, and in some streams I would see the @name of Illmatic Jess in other streams, and for a couple weeks I thought they were the same person. Really embarrassed myself, and I don't know why I'm bringing that back to everyone's attention. Yeah, that 2-month membership. Nice. Yeah, I do remember you being a member. Yep. But thank you so much, Kira, for the gifts. I think nobody knows anything about that. So embarrassing, right? Well, you know what? You can call me many things, but you can't call me dishonest. I to a fault just share way too much information. But at least I never admitted to an entire live stream that I accidentally ate sand. Ariana. Hello. You look very nice today. Flocky, thank you for the Kirk Lurks. What? You didn't hear about that? Chem Nation accidentally ate sand and then told his chat about it. And now his chat makes fun of him for eating sand. And it's what he misunderstands is it's not so much that he ate sand, it's the fact that he told people that he ate sand. That's the problem. I can understand accidentally eating the sand, but he purposefully told people about it. That's why he deserves the teasing. Shiny, please. I know. We gotta get the shiny. It's already almost been 300 checks. We have to be, like, getting close to 18% odds. A marble stuck in... How did you get a marble stuck in a bowling ball? You know what's funny, though, Mewtwo? I read I got a marble stuck, and before I finished the sentence, I was pretty sure it was going to say up my nose. I thought you were going to say you got a marble stuck up your nose. You're almost at 450 checks. You're getting closer. Oh, 350. Well, now you're a little bit further away. You should have stuck at 450. Are you guys noticing that the game itself lags a little bit sometimes? I don't remember that ever happening before. I don't know why that is. You're hunting Kiram and Dynamax Adventures? Good luck. I hope you get it. I like that shiny a lot. I think it's a little bit of an understated shiny. Sometimes I really enjoy the understated ones. You got a Nerf bullet with the suction cup stuck on the outside of a neighbor's second story window. Uh-oh. Did you ever get it? Did it ever, like, just fall down eventually from gravity or wetness or old age? Removed, so you have no idea. Imagine if it's still there. There's probably, like, folklore tales about that Nerf bullet now. the local kids just, you know, tell these stories about where it came from. It's got this whole lore about it. Yeah, I know we're hunting for BLIPBUG, but if I see a brilliant aura, I'm going to encounter it, just on the off chance. And if we do get a shiny Yamper or Nickit or Zigzagoon, we'll give it away. Got to go bye. All right, thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your day. There's a guy in your school that managed to get the uniform stuck in the branch of a tree. What? How do you even do that? Oh, also, I forgot about this. It's doing that stupid thing to me again today, like it did yesterday, where the only thing I can do with my own messages is visit my channel, time myself out, or hide myself on my own channel. I'm not able to delete my own messages. I won't count that. And I'm not able to pin a message. So we do need a like goal. I don't even know how many likes we have at the moment. Here. We have 22 likes. You guys are crushing it already. Can we get a like goal of 30? And I will pin up a like goal of 30 if someone wants to give me one. Or 40. We'll take that. Thanks, Kiro. I like the positivity. I like the optimism. I'll be interested to find out if any other streamers are having this problem. Slowpoke, what's going on? Thank you. I did put a little bit of time into the thumbnail. As you all know, I am not good at making thumbnails, but I did put some effort into this one. I give myself the big benefits. Thank you. Hunt for Kieran, we found Shiny Mimikyu and Shiny Vikavolt. Those are good shinies. Were you able to keep them, or do you have a God Path going on? And Jerry, do you have a God Path, or are you guys just doing random Zygarde runs? Your thumbnails aren't that bad. You like them? Well, thank you, Mewtwo. That's kind of you to say. I make them in Microsoft Paint. Also, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you. Chicken nuggets. I want chicken nuggets. Jerry has a sick path, does he? I had my chicken stir fry yesterday. That was good. Comfey is the hardest part. So if Comfey is the hardest one, I'm assuming it's a pretty good path. I wonder if I should just stay on my bike. If I can make it easier or harder to encounter these Pokemon. Once you get chicken nuggets from, you don't know what they put, but they are good. They have the right, perfect amount of spice in the breading. That's what you want. You want some good breading. What's up, James? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Always nice when someone compliments your path, isn't it, Jerry? All right, let's talk some strategies for the future. What is a good... Hold on. Let me back up. In BDSP, are there any Pokemon that can learn Harvest and Skill Swap? What would you do if you accidentally bump into a Zigzagoon at Shiny? I would probably say some swear type words, and then I would catch it and give it away to somebody in the chat. I'd definitely make some swears. Shiny Hunt, another Evolution. Ooh, which one are you going to go for? Is Executor in BDSP? The Kanto version definitely is, but can it learn Harvest, or can it learn Skill Swap, and does it have the Harvest ability in BDSP? I guess would be the question. I'm trying to in the back of my head, I'm trying to start to get the Darkrai hunt set up. You think it can? Okay. Because obviously Trevenant's going to be unavailable. Exeg can? Okay. Can I transfer in an Alolan Executor? Is it possible to grab an Alolan Executor from... No trick, though? Yeah, that's fine. I know it can't learn trick. That's fine. I'd prefer it didn't, actually. I'd rather have a different Pokemon no trick. Actually, that's not true. That's just with SOS. That's not with soft resets. It wouldn't matter. Steven, what's going on? Purple's the best bug shiny. What's up, Steven? Good to see you. Alright, so you can't transfer in Alolan Executor into BDSP? I wasn't sure if, like, you know, you could because it's a regional form, so, like, technically the Pokemon's in there, just not that form. Kind of like how in, like in this game, for example, there's no Unovan Darumaka, but you can bring a Unovan Darumaka in. Wish BDSP allowed for more Mon to be transferred in? I do too. Alright, so I gotta set up a Cantonian Executor with Harvest. Just clocked the Hoodoo clock. That's incredible. Thanks. My dad made it on his 3D printer. It's pretty awesome. But Steven, how you doing? How's your weekend? Who would be a good false swiper for Darkrai? So the three things I'm going to need is the Skill Swap Harvest Executor, a false swiper, and then a tank. Gallade would be a good one. There's no type that is immune to dark type moves, right? What is Darkrai's... Let's take a look. What's Darkrai's moveset? It might not even have dark type moves at that level. Oh, and I need a trick Pokemon too, obviously. Island. Hypnosis, Sucker Punch, Foul Play, and Double Team. Its moveset's actually kind of garbage, to be fair. It is kind of garbage. Really, Foul Play is the only thing I'm going to have to worry about after... Weavile for Trick? Okay. Foul Play is the only thing I have to worry about after I false swipe it. Hypnosis won't even really matter. Bad Dreams, though. Bad Dreams. Alright, so Bad Dreams works kind of like as an automatic Dream Eater. But anything with substitutes, hypnosis isn't going to work on. So, alright, what is... They didn't even give your man... nope, sure didn't. Insomnia, we could do Insomnia, or we could just do anything with substitute. Insomnia might be the best option, honestly. What's up, Meta Champion? Alright, what types are resistant to dark type? I'm terrible at resistances. Played snooker with the boys for your birthday and then went back to the crib and made them watch Godzilla vs. Destroya in sub format. Nice, Steven. That sounds like a fun time. Fighting resists dark? Are there any fighting insomnia Pokemon? You're a happy clam now? Is the game over? Okay, dark resists. Let me just click on this and find out. Okay, resist ghost and dark. Resist ghost and dark. No, hold on. That's not what I'm trying to say. No, not very effective. Fighting dark fairy. Fighting dark and fairy. Fighting dark and fairy. So we need a thank you to whoever subbed. We need a insomnia fighting dark or fairy Pokemon. Or yeah, Vital Spirit. That's a good point. A Vital Spirit. Okay, USA 1. Oh boy. You hate Galarian Zigzagoon in this game? It's so erratic in the grass. It really is. Honchkrow resist? Okay, so Honchkrow is an option. Or a Vital Spirit fighting, which I know there's going to be a few. 1445 Drillburs, 1069 for so far for number 2. Hopefully today's the day. Are there any Insomnia or Vital Spirit fighting or dark Pokemon that can learn? Actually, no. I would just give it leftovers, probably. This might actually be easier than I thought it was going to be. Arceus is going to be the issue. Arceus is going to be a pain in your butt. Is there a way to lower my own attack? Vital Spirit just leaves a move slot open? Well, Insomnia is an ability too. So either way we're good. Shedletsky. Sorry that I'm terrible at talking. Shedletsky, thank you so much for the sub. Good luck with BLIPBUG. Thank you so much, Steven. Have a great rest of your day, buddy. If I can figure out how to lower my own attack. Okay, okay, who do we have on the team so far? So far on the team we have Executor. We have probably Galeta False Swiper. Superpower? Well, I don't want to use Superpower on... Shedletsky, thank you so much. We're theory crafting for my eventual rehunt of Darkrai. And so, yeah, Superpower would lower my attack, but I don't want to be using a bunch of Superpowers on Darkrai, obviously. Yeah, I'm thinking contrary. So I'm trying to figure out if we would have enough. We would have enough empty space on the team that I could get a Pokemon that has contrary, a stack boosting move, and baton pass. Dual hunt Arceus on with Darkrai. That is the plan. That I do want to do that. All right, so we have Executor. We have our. Unfortunately, can't use Malamar because Malamar. It's got to be a Gen 1 through Gen 4 Pokemon. That would be perfect. I would love that to be the option. Is there anything Gen 1 through 4 that even has contrary? Spinda? Does Spinda have contrary? Yeah, Primeape has Vital Spirit. That is an option for that. I mean, I'm kind of like trying to... I might be like over-efficient-sizing this. That's a word I just made up. Like, I don't think Foul Play is really going to be an issue. But if I could get my attack stat down, Foul Play is going to be doing like 1 or 2 damage easy. Why do I need a shiny BLIPBUG? Because I'm currently working on finalizing or finishing off my my shiny living Premier Dex, which is all the shiny Pokemon possible in Premier Balls. And BLIPBUG, I have a shiny of, but I don't have it in a Premier Ball. I think I have it in a Nest Ball. Onix has no attack. That's true. But no, I think I'm focusing too much on the Foul Play. I thought I completed it. I thought I completed what? Mighty Munchkin. I don't think Foul Play is going to be much of a problem, especially if I'm using a fighting or dark type Pokemon. You know what's going to suck about Spinda if that is an option? I'm actually going to have to train it in the game. I know Gina would love it, though, if my secret weapon against Darkrai was a Spinda. It's a hidden ability. Can you even get hidden abilities in BDSP? Yeah, one more. This is going to be number 300. Not shiny. Now I lowered Darkrai's attack stat and then copy stat changes. Ooh, Jerry. Now you're thinking outside the box. Is that going to be something possible? In BDSP? Okay, how do you get... Oh, is it... It's going to... Yeah, it's going to be through... It's going to be through Poké Radar, isn't it? In Poké Radar you can get hidden abilities, I believe. Amon learns Copycat. You have a Spinda dealer. There's a move that does exactly what Jerry says. Copy the stats. Home transfer, yeah, but I'm not going to be able to home transfer the Spinda is the issue. Jerry, enjoy the breakfast. I won't be able to home transfer the Spinda because home is stupid still for some reason. But let's see if it even matters, because can it learn anything that would typically up its attack stat? It can learn Workout. Wait, hold on. Is this... Okay, yeah, this is BDSP. They can learn Workout. So we would have... Hold on. Psych Up. Okay. All right, so yeah, Spinda can't learn Baton Pass anyway, right? So Spinda can't learn Baton Pass, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. So Psych Up is the move. Yeah, Psych Up is the way to go. So what can learn Psych Up? It's not going to work. There are no dark fighting or... No, wait. Metacham. Metacham, actually. Imprison and foul play. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'll lower the accuracy anyway. I should do that. Well, Ivo, I'll be Harvest Lepa bearing. Metacham doesn't resist dark though. Yeah, because of the psychic, it ends up being neutral. It's a good point. Will that matter? That won't matter if foul play does like 0 damage, pretty much. Okay, so what can learn imprison and foul play in BDSP? You know, pure power, that's the good point. And yeah, and it's gonna be pure power. There isn't a second. Yeah, that's right. Metacham won't work. So, okay, so imprison foul play. This is interesting. No, dang it. Delay can learn imprison, but it can't learn foul play. Heal Pulse to get the Arceus on BDSP because of the 35 PP the Arceus has. Yeah, I know there's a couple of specific options, a couple of specific strats you can use for Arceus. I need to do more research on that. Thankfully, Darkrai is Jack of all trades, Smeargle. Yeah. Yeah. Like, we could just do a Smeargle. A Smeargle with Imprison and Foul Play. I'd give it Substitute to block the Hypnosis, but honestly, the Hypnosis isn't even going to matter because it won't have Bad Dreams. It's going to have Harvest, and I'll just be chucking balls at that point. Yeah, you know, I wanted to kind of make this like a cool thing, but it doesn't really matter. It is the simplest option to go with. Give it Hypnosis, so all it can use is Sucker Punch, which will fail, and Double Team. Mandalorian, yeah, I liked the Mandalorian. I enjoyed the 3 seasons of the Mandalorian and the season of Book of Boba Fett. I mean, I'm not like a hardcore like Star Wars nerd, but yeah, I watched them and I enjoyed them. What's the next hunt after this? Probably going to be Daramaka. It'll be a Masuda hunt for Unova Daramaka. Stock up on a lot of Premier Balls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely have to do that. You watched all of the 9 films. Nice. Speaking of which, do I even have Premier Balls? Oh yeah. I got some Premier Balls. Dang it. Yeah, Smeargle's probably going to be the easiest way. It's just not the most exciting, but it is the most efficient. 7, 8, and 9 are your favorites? Nice. I actually just watched episode 4 last night. One of my reaction channels I'm subscribed to watched it for the first time. So I watched it along with them. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Smeargle, and I'm going to reframe it. I'm going to reframe it as, look how easy a Darkrai hunt can be. It's not going to be the most exciting, but that'll be the point. Like, look how simple you can make this. So we'll have our Executor with Skill Swap and Harvest. We'll have our Trick Pokemon to be determined. We'll have Gallade with the False Swipe and Thunder Wave, because we forgot about the status. And then we'll switch into Smeargle, which will run Imprison. Which will turn off Foul Play and possibly Hypnosis. Episode 3 is hands down your favorite. Nice. Have I seen Lord of the Rings? I have. I have seen Lord of the Rings. Good movies. Okay, so we got that set up. I just got to start thinking about what we're going to do for Arceus. Good job. Your favorite bug is you because you're bugging out at work. All the shiny like it. Too busy to stay, and happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much, Jess. Happy birthday to you as well. And yeah, you're pretty neat. I like your friendship. And thank you for the hot dog poop. Pokemon workers selling you the Pokeballs. Give me the Premier Balls, only here 5 seconds later. I'd like to sell these Pokeballs, shop heap. That's exactly what happens. That is my life, Meta Champion. Except in Kalos. Kalos is the best as like Gen 7 is my favorite gen. The Kalos is the best region because they will just sell you Premier Balls. And thank you for the gifted membership, Jess. That one going out to Ditto likes Kirby. And you know what? I never thought about it. I do think Ditto and Kirby would make a good couple. I bet you they would make a good couple. Leo, what's going on, Leo? Oh my gosh. The Guess the Pokemon plush just almost fell off the desk. That was a close one. In about 25 minutes, we're going to open up a couple of pocket packs. I need 17 more base cards to complete the current set. The new set comes out on Wednesday. A Waddle Dee 2? I like Waddle Dee. It baby. I love that you know what that emote is, Jess. I love that you know what that emote is. Official Sparks channel, welcome back. 380 checks on Sylveon, I'm catching up. Makes it look quite vicious. Maybe it is. Maybe BLIPBUG is like this gen's version of Paris. Everyone thought it was all sweet and adorable until it started chasing them down. Hope you get some cool shinies. You love this channel. Well, thank you so much, Leo. I appreciate you. It's very kind of you to say. Jess is silly indeed. Silly Jess. Dang it. I swear we're going to phase on Zigzagoon. I don't know if Jerry ever updated the command. I know he put the command, but I don't think he updated it. He did not. That jerk. I'm gonna have to yell at him. Everyone remind me to yell at Jerry. My favorite shiny Pokemon, believe it or not, it's a little bit of a wild choice, but my favorite shiny is Shiny Stuffle. I did hear about the new set coming out the pocket, coming out on Wednesday. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. We just hit our sub goal. We hit our sub goal of 2375. Thank you so much. Let's take out Galarian Corsola. What shinies am I chasing? Right now I'm looking for shiny BLIPBUG. Shiny BLIPBUG. I already have a shiny BLIPBUG, but I think it's in a nest ball. I have shiny Dottler and shiny Orbeetle in Premier Balls. Trying to get the BLIPBUG in the Premier Ball. Nightbot, you okay? Okay. Well, thank you, Leo. Let's try this again. I don't know what that's going on. YouTube is bugging. Okay, it updated. It updated, it just didn't give us a confirmation. You gotta do your part towards the light goal, that's right. If you haven't liked yet, I would appreciate you maybe thinking about doing that. I don't know how close we are to the light goal, but we can't hit it without your help. Okay, yeah, it is updated. So Glade I can transfer in, Smeargle I can transfer in, Executor I can transfer. No, just Unova. I just need one Unova Darumaka in the Premier Ball. Welcome back, Ivo. I forgot to put away the Galarian Corsola at the end of yesterday's stream. I'm sorry, everyone, but I did put it away. It is in home now. Do you like Team Star? And who was your favorite member, even if you didn't? I thought Team Star was fine. My favorite member... maybe the one with the face paint and the big boots that looked like she came from a Mad Max movie. I don't know the names. Kinda won the curling, but apparently it's under review. Uh-oh. Mela? Okay. I do love Pokemon a lot. That's why I have my Pokemon YouTube channel. You like Airy? or Uri? I don't want there to be confusion. I'm not sure which one that is. He's a fine type one, the wrestler? Okay. I'll have to look her up. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about with the big boots and the face paint. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah, Mela has big boots too, but no, I was talking about Uri. Am I going to buy Fire Red or Leaf Green? I'm not going to be buying either one. I already have them. I have the original Game Boy Advance cartridges, and they've given me no reason to repurchase them. It's sad I only have 35 likes. Well, considering there's 25 people here, I think 35 likes is pretty dang awesome. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty decent for my channel. That's more than a 10% like ratio, which is pretty good. The white wig and eyes and the Oni style face paint. Yeah, the face paint. That's what I'm saying. The big boots and the face paint. We're overachieving. That's right. You might get Fire Red. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, had they included online connection or any sort of additional content like the Aurora ticket or the... What's the name of the other ticket? The one that takes you to Naval Rock. I would have maybe considered it, but since there's no additional content and there's no internet connection, they have not given me a reason to spend $40. Yes, it will be coming to Switch 1 as well. You can get on Switch 1 or Switch 2. Is it a Mystic ticket? Yes, Mystic Ticket. Personally, it's Cleavor. Bug and rock types make a good matchup, especially when it's strong in Psychic, Dark, Flying, Grass, and Ice, but weak towards Water and Ground. What's going on, a Magical Weave? So your favorite Pokemon, or your favorite Bug Pokemon is Cleavor. Nice. Also, Magical Weave, you might have noticed, you have gotten a channel membership. You can thank the amazing Kiro for that. Kiro gifted a bunch of gifted memberships earlier, including to you. So now you have access to all of our awesome emotes, most of which the fantastic Ariana Perhaps designed. Oh, Leo, that's okay. I prefer to get likes from someone's main account anyway. If people like or subscribe from alternate accounts, YouTube will realize that those are kind of like bogus accounts, and they'll strip them away anyway. Apparently, Deoxys Battle Theme was added to the Nintendo Music recently, which suggests events will be added. I mean, hopefully. I think it's a little bit of a stretch, but that would be nice. You love the lights in the back? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if they add the Aurora ticket, then that would be a little bit more convincing to spend the money on the game I already own. Maybe that Zubat Cave may finally have a use. I mean, if they actually include the altering cave stuff, that would be pretty wild. Because I believe those 5 Gen 2 Pokemon that are coded in that cave, I think that was the only way to get them outside of Coliseum. They had the Deoxys events, so you can move your shiny Deoxys in home with the Ghost Stamp. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I would really like for that to happen. Who knows? Maybe they'll announce it. Maybe on Friday they will announce that on a certain date they will be releasing that as some sort of DLC. Hopefully it's a free DLC. I just realized though, no. I just realized, as of right now, until the other Gen 3 games come out, there's no reason for me to buy it, even if they add the Aurora ticket. Because there are no Premier Balls in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Built-in event. I mean, that would be nice. I would assume that if it is, that would be in the description, though. The fact that their biggest flex, their biggest like bragging on the description is that this digital exclusive includes the Sevi Islands. I got no reason to think that's included. Still waiting for Deoxys and Genesect events, right? What's my friend code on the Switch? I think if you put !Switch, it'll tell you. This built-in, you can restart it 4 times for all forms. I don't understand what that means. You can restart it 4 times for all forms. Maybe it's hold on, maybe it's a mod only command. Or no, I think it might be switch FC. Let's see if that works. But yeah, I mean the fact that there's nothing in the, as in you can shiny hunt it 4 times for all Deoxys forms. Oh, I mean yeah, you could. But I mean yeah, the fact that there's no mention of it whatsoever in the description, I have no reason to think that it's gonna be included. What's up, Cheese? Yeah, I just approved it, Mighty Munchkin. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that would pop up through the Switch app. We're only 25 subs away from 2,400. That's pretty awesome. Alright, less than 10 minutes until we open a couple of TCG Pocket Packs. Magic Weave, I can't wait for Pokemon Day either. I'm very curious to see what all they're going to be announcing. That Aurora, or that Aurora, that Aura Pokemon is not shiny. We're making pretty good progress on this. We've already done 142 checks today. Not bad. Green and red coming to Switch. You pre-order a green. Nice. Nice, Moody. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, as of right now, they haven't given me any reason to purchase them. So I have the original cartridges, and without any additional content or online connection, online capability, I'm not spending money on them right now. I just don't have a reason to. But for anyone that doesn't have the games and wants to play them, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Hopefully, you'll be able to find somebody else locally that also bought it, so that you can get your trade evolutions. What's up, Zen? Good to see you. $400th check. Nice. I'm catching up, though. Unless they announce event support, it's kind of like a wash year two. Yeah. I mean, I could see them, you know, like I was saying earlier, I could see them adding it, like adding like the mystery gift tickets and stuff like as a DLC. Hopefully it'll be a free DLC. I could also see them charging like $5 or $10 or whatever for the tickets. There is not online. There's not online. It is local connection only. Jayco, thank you for the sub. Maybe we get the neon ticket. Well, they have given no indication, no reason to believe that any additional content will be included in the basic package. I'm doing well, Zen. How you doing? You got a lot of awesome reading ahead of you to do. I'm almost done with my first Luke Cage book. I'm on issue 16 out of 23. Yeah, that's awesome, Moody. I hope you really enjoy it. I mean, it is a great game. They're fantastic remakes of the original Kanto games. I do feel like it's a real miss, and I do feel a little disappointed that there's no online capability. I think that was just a huge biff. Not telling what we'll get. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Slim chance, but you hope Gen 10's compatible with Switch 1. Who knows? Could be. Could be. I mean, they've released so few Switch 2 games, it's possible. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I have Scrobo. I have. That's a good movie, too. Yeah, Guy Ritchie makes some entertaining movies. Stopped hard goal by the 7th gym after the level grind burned you out. Yikes. So close to getting done with the Johto gym path. Yeah, I think it's wild that we're this far into the Switch 2 life cycle, and I own 2 Switch 2 games. One of which came bundled with the Switch 2. Hopefully I get the shiny BLIPBUG soon. I hope so. We're still like way under odds. We're 1,015 checks away from hitting odds. So, I mean, I always love getting an early shiny, but I'm not expecting anything for a while. Statistically, this should be under odds, though, since our last hunt was over odds. And statistically, only 1 out of 3 hunts should be over odds. Look at the likes. We gotta go to another screen to do that because YouTube's stupid. We're at 39 likes. Very nice. So we're only 1 like away from the like goal. I only own 2 Switch 2 games. I do. Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Gen 10 is Switch 2 only. That might be the end of the main series games for you for a while. Oof. I'm sorry, Mewtwo. Get the disappointment of old gaming stuff is in another town. Not sure if you'll ever get to see you again since you're buying the house. Since the house got broken into buying Leaf Green. Yeah, I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from buying it. If you haven't played it, if you're excited to play it, if you're looking forward to it, that's awesome. I'm not trying to detract from that at all. I'm just saying that for me personally, they haven't given me any reason to buy it. Says 40. Metroid is a Switch game that has a Switch 2 upgrade. PLZA Switch 2? PLZA is a Switch game that has a Switch 2 upgrade. Alright, well let's get a like goal of 50 then. Like goal 50, love it. Pokemon presents Ishihara is seen behind a 30th anniversary Pokemon cake. At some point in the presentation, that guy comes up from off screen and shoves Ishihara into the cake for fun. Could be. We'll have to watch and see. Favorite aspect of the Cosmic Run? I mean, just the epic scale of it. I mean, it really felt like I was reading a movie. Are you going to get Pokopia Manapia? Maybe down the road. As of right, I think for the type of game it is, I think it looks great. And I think that they've proven to me that there's going to be a ton of content in it. And maybe for people that really love those types of games, it's worth the $70. For me, that's not really a type of game I typically enjoy, and I don't think I personally would get $70 worth of enjoyment out of it. So for right now, I'm not planning on getting it, but I reserve the right to change my mind down the road. What's up, Sir Rouse? Good to see you. Dr. Bean, thank you for the like. Trying to convince your friends to buy Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, if you want to get that Alakazam, or that Gengar, or that Machamp, or that Golem, or even, like, you know, post-game Scissor, you're going to need to have a local friend that also owns the game. You hope for completing the Fire Red Leaf Green decks on home, they give a shiny Mew. That would be pretty neat. I didn't think about dex completion. We'll have to get the confirmation that it is supported by home first. You want to see actual gameplay with depth to decide? Yeah. Been drinking a lot of water? That's good. Tamagotchi Life, you played it on the 2DS? Nice. Yeah, I know that's a pretty popular game. I've never played those. It is what? It is what, Moody? Feels like a soap opera TV show. It really does. I just love the scale of it. It was explained it would be on home. Where is that official explanation? Where can I read that? Did they must have done some sort of a announcement or release in the last day. You're the face of light goal. Why? Because you gave me a light goal. That's how it works. Kalos tour next weekend? Yeah. I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to buy a ticket. I haven't gotten a confirmation on if that increases the shiny odds or not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing off my Kalos decks. Somewhere in January? No, they never said January. They said it would be coming in early 2026. Actually, I'm not even sure they said early. They said coming in 2026. But they never specified January. Just started your Galarian Corsola hunt. Your last two Masudas were long ones. I would make quick 2 shinies. Sir Ralph, I just finished mine yesterday. Well, I need 2. I finished one of them yesterday at 844 eggs. I hope yours is a lot faster than that. I'm not looking forward to getting the second one. It better be under odds. 5 days until a new Toon Scream 7. Until a new Toon Scream 7 and Pokemon Leaf Green. That's right. What new tune? I have no reason to think this is correct, but my educated guess would be on Friday they will announce Pokemon Home compatibility for ZA, which will then come out anytime between Friday and the following week. Yeah, Lacey, that wouldn't surprise me. I think they're either going to shadow drop, the compatibility, or they'll say it'll be coming out, sometime within the next week. Low-key best channel in the whole world. Thank you so much, Leo. I appreciate that. Yeah, Sir Ralph, I really hope you get yours under odds. And I hope I get my second one under odds. I hope everybody gets everything under odds. Natasha, Quack, good day. How's your Sunday? What's up, Shiny Cornholio? Natasha, have you been playing some Fortnite? Quack to you too. Thank you. Appreciate that. You have been playing some Fortnite? How did I know? I'm so good. Dang it. I'm not good enough to avoid that Aracuda. We got a notice for home maintenance before Friday. That means a high probability of it releasing on Friday. That's a good point, Cheese. They do typically give us a notice within a few days of like, hey, heads up. We're going to be doing some maintenance between these hours. It will not be available. And then some idiots log on about an hour before that happens and start organizing their Pokemon home. And then when they're done, they try and save it, and it won't save because it's undergoing maintenance, and all the changes they made for that past hour are lost. From what I hear, that can happen, hypothetically. But yeah, that's a very good point. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that notification. That will let us know when exactly they will be doing the update. How's my day been going? So far, so good. Pretty quiet morning. I did sleep in. I didn't get up till... Jeez, you're not going to believe this. I didn't get up until after 7. Shinies has a shiny living dex on ZA. He does. He does. He finished it. Along with Chem Nation and Razzie Live have completed their shiny Alpha Living Dex as well. And maybe Carly? I think Carly either is done or... No, I think Carly is done. I think she did finish it. I am a bum. Norway's taking #1 in medal count and USA second. Okay, nice. You don't own the premium home thing, so at least you don't need to organize. It's true. Yep, the sun beat me to rising. What's up, Draconified? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. It is past time to open up some packs. Let's open up a couple of Pokemon TCG Pocket Packs. Here we go. Spring training started. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're already there? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Good to see you. All right, there are 17 base cards I still need, and I still don't have either of the immersives or gold cards. But I'm at the point where I'm saving my hourglasses for the new set. There's another Tandemaus, Spupa, Litwick, Galarian Mr. Rime, and Scrafty. What did Mrs. Cheese get you for Valentine's Day? A swift kick in the pants? All right, here we go. Pack number 2. Ladybug, that's new. I can't believe that's new, but it is. Tickets for Red Sox versus the Braves. Oh, no way. That's awesome. You should take me. Ladybug, Furfrou, Furret, Vanillite, and Amora. That's a cute card. I do like that one. All right. We got one new card. I'll take it. Got that Ladybug. I wonder how many pack points I need to buy the other 16. Or no, I'm sorry, 15. I got 15 cards left. I wonder how many pack points I need. I have 370. That's not going to be enough. Yeah, just the Hearthflame Mask Ogrepine's 150. Wellspring Mask is another 150. That's 300. Mega Gardevoir is 500. Gardevoir is another 150. Gourgeist is 150. Phalanx is 70. Spiritomb 150. Oh yeah, I mean I'm gonna need thousands of points. Mega Mawile EX is 500. Aegislash 150. Yeah. Well, I'll have to take those cards I still need and put them on my wish list. Draconified, thank you for the 100. Wife is a Braves fan? Nice. All right, let's get back to the hunt. 420 checks on Sylveon. I'm catching up. I'm only 70 behind. Lots happened since. Well, I hope it's all been good stuff, Draconified. We are going to phase on a Zigzagoon at some point, I feel like. Got a new Shalfa? Which one did you get? I need to give up on my Igglybuff hunt. I have so much I need to do in ZA before Friday, and I'm just not going to get the shop Igglybuff I'm looking for. I need to just get out of this wormhole that I'm in, or hyperspace hole. You're a big Cubs fan, went to a Cubs or Red Sox game in 2017, and there is the 04 and 2016 World Series trophy at Wrigley, both curse-breaking trophies. So cool. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty dang cool. It's been a few years since I've been to a game. Last game I went to was Phillies at Mets in 22, I believe. God, that was 4 years ago. Maybe it was 23. But probably 23. Probably 22. But that was fun. That was a good time. I tried to get Razzie to meet me, but he wouldn't. Dratini, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations on the Shalfa Dratini. Whoa. That's not shiny. Dang it! Should you shiny hunt in green because you've shiny hunted in every game you played? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely you should. It's quite the flex to be able to get a leaf green shiny. 1 out of 8192? Definitely go for it. My favorite Mega Pokemon? Good question. Probably Mega Meowstic. If we're talking the OG Megas before Legends ZA, probably Mega Kangaskhan. Yeah, Cheese, if I went with you to a Red Sox Braves game, we'd probably end up getting in a fight. Because, you know, the whole, my entire family being from Georgia thing. Yours is Mega Lucario Z? Nice, that's a good Mega. Or Absol Z? Also cool. I still don't understand why they made some of the choices they did with the Megas, but they are cool designs. Happy you're off tomorrow. These 5-day stretches suck. Yeah, 5-day stretches. Really? Come on now. I'm just teasing you. Should never compare your job with somebody else's. Imagine you dressing her up in all these weird outfits and making epic photos of her all over town. I missed a message. I missed a message because I don't know who you're talking about. I think YouTube hit a message. We fight, what happens there stays there, after that life resets. You know, the bad thing though is we fight, I end up broken and in the hospital. And then I'm in pain for several years afterwards. I would prefer not to have that happen. Dang it. Stupid Zigzagoon. Yeah, Slowpoke, shiny Slowpoke looks pretty good in Legends EA. It does. Dang it. Grandma's a Braves fan. She's originally from Wisconsin. Told she's listening to Braves in the World Series on the radio in '55. That's so cool, John. I had a great grandmother that, since probably around the same time, probably around the 50s at some point. I'm not sure if she specifically heard that World Series, but she either watched or listened to every Braves game. Either watched on TV or listened to on the radio for like a billion years. So I totally get that. It was pretty wild. And for her, I think it was for her 70th or 80th birthday, my uncle got him, her, and me tickets to Braves game. This is like back in the day. This is back when they still were at Fulton County Stadium. Because she, for all the games that she had watched and listened to, she had never actually been to a game. That was, I can't remember if it was the 70th or 80th birthday, but that was pretty neat. The Milwaukee Braves, yep. I think it was Boston Braves, the Milwaukee Braves, and then Atlanta Braves, if I remember that correctly. USA won the gold medal in hockey. I did hear they won the game, yeah. I know Ken's going to be upset about that. So, yeah, it might not have been back then, John. That's a good point. They were in Milwaukee at the time. It might have been after they moved to Atlanta. I think that might have been when she started listening. Okay, cheese. Okay. Yeah, no, it's true. Your job's a lot more physically exhausting than mine is. But it's also been like 3 years. It's time to retire that joke. Your grandparents were born in the 50s? Yeah, that sounds about right. Very, very well done, Cheese. Very well done. And I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson well. I no longer talk to anyone about things that happen at my job because I somehow get made fun of them for years. You mean Megazord X? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Charizard X. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good one. Anything you're associated with mixed with mild at best ribbing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just, that was probably, that day was probably the closest I've been to actually annoyed with some people. Because it somehow got turned into my fault. Like I was the idiot. Haven't phased yet. Haven't phased yet, but we're only 385 checks in. Come on, shiny. Uh-oh, YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Let me know if you guys are getting some lag. I don't have anything on my end, but YouTube is freaking out for some reason. If you're a gym trainer in Pokemon, what type of gym trainer would I be? Probably water type. Yeah, Lotad has 6 legs, not 4. Gift card Reshiram? What the heck, Hero? Why are you so nice to me? Yeah, if you can hear this, please let me know if you are getting any lag. Thank you, Kiro. I only watched the second part 28 years later. It was brutal. Love you some good old-fashioned zombie brutality. That's Bone Temple, right? Smooth as butter. Okay, yeah. Then I don't know what the heck YouTube's talking about. That happens sometimes. It's probably the longest it's been up on my screen, though, giving me the error banner. But usually it gives me that error, and everyone says everything's fine. But it's never lasted for this long. Hero, your Audi drives a Prius. Probably go drag racing in that Prius. You don't win a lot. Okay, it is noon. That means it is time for Guess the Pokemon plush. I have a Pokemon plush right here on my desk. You can't see it, but I can. You have to guess what Pokemon it is. You have a Prius and an Audi. You're rich. Your Audi is rich, Kiro. Yeah, he doesn't win very often, Chase. It's not BLIPBUG. Not Drillbur. Yeah, Bone Temple's Part 2. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Part 2 of 28 years later. Not Rowlet. Not Eevee, not Arceus, not Pikachu, not Zigzagoon, not Corphish. I have a great hint for this one, which will separate the fanboys from the posers. Not Carnivine, not Bulbasaur, not Charmander, not Lapras. But we'll wait a minute before I give that hint. Not Psyduck, not Axel. No, Leo, you hold on to that. I appreciate it, but you hold on to that. I don't really collect the Pokemon cards, so I would feel bad taking a card from somebody that would enjoy it more than I would. Not Poliwag. Is it Gen 5? It's not. It's not Pichu. Not Smeargle. Okay, here is... It's not Poliwhirl. Here's the clue. This is Hefty Mom's favorite Pokemon. She loves this Pokemon so much that her Let's Go Pikachu team has 3 of them on the team. Not Absol, not Weedle, not Speedform Deoxys, not Igglybuff, not Caterpie. So I guess that was actually 2 clues in one. Not Poliwhirl. Not Rattata, not Clefairy, not Butterfree, but John Strecker, the king, the undisputed king of Guess the Pokemon plush, is correct. It is, in fact, Oddish. This is Hefty Mom's favorite Pokemon. It's literally the only one whose name she can remember. And she caught 3 of them on her Let's Go Pikachu playthrough. She thinks it's cute. Which it is. What's it, shiny Bulbaking? How you doing? That's awesome. Yeah, I tried to get her to buy one for herself, but she hasn't done it yet. I mean, Oddish is pretty cool. I don't know about anybody else. I definitely prefer Oddish over Bellsprout. Is Oddish and Leaf Green? Ooh, that's a good question. I know Oddish and Bellsprout are version exclusives. I can't remember which is which. Merlin says hello. What's going on, Merlin? You get Hefty Mom saying Cutie Oddish? I think we should. But they're probably out of stock. I'm catching up to you so fast, I totally am. Fire red. Oddish is in fire red. Bellsprout is in leaf green. So fire red for Oddish. Really all you got when you were a kid? Yeah, all the more reason why I don't want to take that from you. You have a lot of, that has a lot of sentimental value for you. It's a very generous offer, though, Leo. I appreciate it. Very generous offer, but I would feel bad taking such an awesome thing from your childhood away from you. Friend code, it's... should be popping up in a second. Dang it. Here you go. There's my friend code. Friend codes are Nintendo accounts specific, right? Or are they system specific? Cheese goes back to work. Enjoy the rest of work, Cheese. Because I just thought about it. That has been a command since like the early days of the channel, which would have been my when I only had the OG Switch. Since then I've gotten a Switch OLED and then obviously the Switch 2. So it's got to be Nintendo account based, right? I would think. I don't know. I don't know. Think it's Nintendo account? Oh yeah, I would think it would have to be, right? Okay, yeah, Nintendo account. Okay. Because I know it's still accurate, because I got the notification that Mighty Munchkin sent, and I just got the notification that I'm assuming Leo sent a friend request. In your country, it's already 17:07. Holy smokes! You are 5 hours or 7 hours ahead of me. Here you go, Leo. We're friends now. $18.07 per hero. 400 checks, no shiny yet. Well, 12:07 where I am, or 12:08 where I am now. Dang it, stupid Zigzagoon. Yep, my profile's a Pokeball. Yep. I got the invite and I accepted it. I'm pleased with the speed of this hunt. I thought it would take longer to get these encounters. Too wide of a turning radius with the bike. Every time USA gets a gold medal, they need to play the Team America theme song. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Ivo, yep, just got it. Just approved it. Thank you. now you guys can see the hours I've spent on my games. Don't be too impressed with the number of hours I spent on ZA, though. A lot of those hours were while I was either sleeping or at work. And I just let the game play by itself. Vast majority of the hours are that. Electric Hyperspace Hole that has 2 target Pokemon and one you need a second for its other Mega. I should send you a friend request too, may I? Yeah, you can send a friend request, that's fine. And congratulations on finding the Hyperspace Hole. I need to get a electric donut for the eventual Rotom hole. But I have not had any luck. I need to give up on this Igglybuff hunt. John Streckert, I need you to remind me later to just cut my losses and walk away from the hole. Alright, we gotta check this Arrokuda because it's stinky, but it's not shiny. Your losses now. Thank you. Try the bench method to get the right hyperspace hole. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely use the bench to get different holes. My problem is I'm currently in a hyperspace hole with an Alpha Power 3 and a Fairy Sparkling Power 3 donut. I went into it because it's got Igglybuff. I have a shiny Jigglypuff. I don't have an Igglybuff or Wigglytuff. I got into the hole and I got another Shalfa Jigglypuff. So that'll be Wigglytuff. But I cannot get a Shalfa Igglybuff to save my life. And it's not a good hole layout either. So I've been forced to do a reset method where I KO'd a batch of Igglybuff and Jigglypuff, waited 3 minutes, saved the game, and now when I started the game, they spawn in. If they're not Shalfa Igglybuff, I reset the game. And I've been doing that for far too long. Thank you to whoever just subbed. We are crushing our sub goal of 2375. Can't believe we're only 23 subs away from 2400. That's pretty awesome. Zigzagoons attracted. Yeah, Zigzagoons are just wild in this game. Come on, I want to see that purple bow tie. See, I thought that by taking the time to make a halfway decent thumbnail, that my luck would do what it usually does and say, oh, you spent time on this thumbnail, then we're going to give you the shiny real quick. So that you have to make another thumbnail for the next stream. So I thought that would work, but I don't know if it's going to. Sneasel's a very fast runner. You know what? I might not, depending on how Pokemon Day goes and what the YouTube landscape looks like afterwards, I might not dual hunt Darkrai and Arceus. You gotta go, Mighty Munchkin? Alright, thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. If Post presents, it looks like everyone and their mother is doing Fire Red and Leaf Green playthroughs or shiny hunts. I might, even though I'm not buying the Switch versions, I do have the cartridges and I have the Game Boy Operator. I might do a Fire Red or Leaf Green starter hunt and dual hunt the Fire Red Leaf Green starter along with Darkrai. I might do that. That'd be awesome. You'd be okay with that, John? Because I was most concerned about making sure that you were happy with it. So that's what we'll do if it looks like YouTube is loving the Fire Red Leaf Green content after Pokemon Presents. If it seems like it's just you know, a dumpster fire, then we'll go back to the idea that I will be dual hunting Darkrai and Arceus. But, well, actually, let me rephrase that, because that's making a huge assumption that we're going to get BLIPBUG in the next hour. Next Saturday, you know, if I feel like I don't need to stream Fire Red and Leaf Green, next Saturday, we will continue to hunt the BLIPBUG while we reset Darkrai. Because I can still, like, since Darkrai is just going to be a reset hunt, I feel like I can still do the wild hunt for BLIPBUG at the same time. Well, Darkrai and Starter or Darkrai and BLIPBUG. Once we get BLIPBUG, then Darkrai and Arceus. Right now I'm playing Pokemon Shield. The moral of the story is we will be hunting Darkrai next weekend. We just don't know what else we'll be hunting. We'll be dual hunting Darkrai and something else. And thank you to whoever just subbed. 2378, only 22 subs away from 2400 now. So I gotta work on a Smeargle. I'm gonna need to get an Executor with Harvest. Five likes to 50. Thank you all so much for the likes. If I breed a hidden ability Pokemon, it's got a 50% chance of having that hidden ability, right? So I might just build everything in Scarlet and Violet. This is so easy with all the experience candy and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to get everything ready and somehow get my living dex for ZA done this week. It's gonna be a busy week. 33% are going with Caterpie. Looks like Caterpie is gonna be the overall winner of the best bug. No shiny. What's everyone eating good today? I'm gonna have some pizza for lunch. Voted Caterpie with your basic bug type Pokemon, but your favorite is Buzzwole. That is a good choice. I just had a brilliant idea, if I do say so myself, for what I want my thumbnail to be. Now I just got to figure out if I can find somebody to make my vision come true, because I cannot make art. "30 checks away. I'm catching up. I'm catching up quick." Being so fast. Well, I have the possibility of anywhere between 0 to 5 checks per minute, basically. Shiny Tynamo in 1 minute fast travel. That's awesome. Oh, what a good Pokemon to get quickly, too. Because Tynamo is... Well, I mean, it's better in ZA. It's definitely a lot more noticeable in ZA than it is in other games. But historically, Tynamo is a terrible shiny to hunt. So that is definitely one I would want to get quickly. Congratulations. I originally got my shiny Tynamo by Masuda hunting in Gen 7, which is terrible. Because in Gen 7, when you hatch a shiny, it does not have the sparkles. So with something like Tynamo, since it doesn't have the sparkles, like you have to hatch all your eggs, then you have to go into the status screen and check each one individually to see if it was shiny. It's so hard to see exactly. It is better in ZA because the shiny has a much more blue kind of hue to it. But it's still not easy. Like, it's definitely a lot easier if they're alphas, but regular non-alpha ones still difficult. Just slightly less difficult than they have been in previous games. I also got a shiny Tynamo in Scarlet and Violet, and that was miserable. That was... I'm pretty sure that entire hunt I was crying tears of just depression. It was absolutely miserable. We will eventually go back to Scarlet and Violet. I have, I believe, 17 Masuda hunts I need to do in that game. Which, just saying it, makes me exhausted. Yeah, Slowpoke's much better in Legends ZA. Although I did actually spy a shiny Slowpoke in Scarlet and Violet. There's even a short where you can see me find a shiny Slowpoke, and you'll see it. That I go by it, and then I stop, and I turn back around, and I look at it again, and that's when I realize it's shiny. So I did actually spy it, which I was proud of myself about. And that short, for some reason, blew up. Like, that short was from like 3 years ago, and it wasn't like any big thing, and then I got a notification like a couple months ago from YouTube. It's like, congratulations on your short hitting 10,000 views. I'm like, what are you even talking about? And I look, and oh, here's this 3-year-old short that, for some reason, hit the algorithm, and I got 10,000 views on it. And which was right about the time the Legends ZA came out, now that I think about it. So I think people were looking up shiny Slowpoke, and they were just watching my short. Like, not like that's what they were looking for, but like YouTube's like, hey, we think you'd like this. And then they're like, no, this is terrible. Why would you show this to me? But they still watched it. I'm just rambling at this point. I just want to get this shiny and or eat food because I'm hungry. Yeah, I need to reach out to an artiste that has some time this week. $1,500 views, nice. Good job. Three Nickets. And those have a 15% chance of spawning. That's pretty rare. Come on, BLIPBUG. That's a stinky one. We'll check it. Nope, not shiny. First and only friend in, right now on Nintendo. Oh, well, that's quite an honor, Leo. Yep, now we're friends to the end. Oops, let's check that BLIPBUG. No shiny. If I ever accidentally despawn a BLIPBUG, I'm going to cry internally. Because you know, if you despawn a Pokemon without checking it, it was 100% shiny. Oops. And right into that Yamper. Hate it when that happens. Oh, come on. Dang Gossipler. What's everyone's favorite shiny from Sword and Shield? I think Gossipler is up there, honestly. Well, like Pokemon Scarlet, yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun game. There aren't any Pokemon games I don't like. There's just ones I like more than others. And Scarlet was there's Pokemon games I like more than Scarlet, but Scarlet was fun. You like seeing a chat that's calm because if that happens, you can read the other comments at a fast chat. You can't even read the chat, right? I agree. Galarian Ponyta, that's a good one. Good choice, Slowpoke. That is a good choice. I think there's a lot of great shinies, actually, in this game. Stone Journer's pretty good. Ice Cube's good. Phalanx. Shiny Rookidee, yes, I totally agree. The first evolution, Clodesquire, I think that whole line has amazing shinies. You haven't played Sword yet? It's a fun game. Wooloo and Dubwool, great shinies. Zacian and Zamazenta, of course, amazing shinies. Oh, and then there we go. Then Lacey says it. Yeah, they're great. Nicket's also really good. Nicket and Thievel. Yeah, this game has a lot of incredible shinies, actually. Actually, and then you can play Scarlet with me. Well, after I'm done with my stream, Leo, I got some stuff I gotta do, unfortunately. I gotta eat some food, I got some chores I gotta do, I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Yep, the Impidimp line is really good. The whole line. Wait, where's... There it is. Most of the starters look pretty good, actually. I think out of the 3 starter lines, I think Sobble has the best shinies. The Sobble line. They cooked with some of the shinies, honestly. They really did. Oh, come on. Applin? How could we forget about Applin? Applin is a classic gorgeous shiny. Change it from a red apple to a green apple. And, you know, Flapple and Appleton are also pretty good. The BLIPBUG line is actually really good too. BLIPBUG itself is a little underwhelming just because it changes the yellow parts to purple and that's it. But I mean, Dottler and Orbeetle have great shinies. Hydrapple being a gold and Apple sick, yeah, that was pretty awesome. That whole line is just amazing. Make your goal to name a female Granny and a male Smith. I love that! Lacey, I love that. That's incredible nicknaming. I wish I was that clever with nicknames. Typically, when I nickname something, I nickname it something like Hugo or Jess. Still looking for Granny? I hope you find your Granny. Applin is also my shortest Masuda hunt ever. And I wasn't even trying to Masuda hunt it. When Scarlet and Violet came out, I was getting close to finishing the dex for the shiny charm. I was getting, like, I hadn't started really shiny hunting yet, but I was getting close to finishing the dex so I could get the shiny charm so I could then start shiny hunting. And Applin was fairly uncommon, if I remember correctly. Like, it's not like it was a rare thing, but it's fairly uncommon to find the wild. So I think, like, I did this thing where I got Ditto and I got some Pokemon and I just made some eggs so I could quickly get some Pokemon I needed to evolve. And so I still needed a Flapple and an Appleton. So I threw Applin in with Ditto and just collected some eggs so I could, I just collected 2 eggs. I collected 2 eggs, one for Flapple, one for Appleton, you know, so I could evolve into it and get those for the dex. And I hatched the eggs, and the second egg was a shiny Applin. I didn't have the charm yet. I wasn't trying to shiny hunt it. I was just hatching extra Applin to evolve, and the second one was shiny. You wish Hatterene had a better shiny? Hatterene line is a little underwhelming. It's not bad. It's just a little well, it's a little subtle. You know, changing the purple to like a light purple to like a more pinkish color. It's not a very noticeable difference. But it's not like it's not one of those Pokemon where you're like, what changed? Like, you do notice the change, but yeah, it's not a very significant change. I mean, it's definitely better than Slowpoke shiny. I think we can agree on that, right? Slowpoke? I'm just teasing. Love your shiny in ZA. Oh, come on, Zigzagoon. Get out of my way. Why you gotta be like that? Hope we can keep Purple Slowpoke. I hope so, too. I mean, it matches the rest of the line better, too. Also, I think we talked about this Slowpoke. I think we talked about this. Everyone's talking about the shiny Slowpoke in ZA, but I feel like the shiny Slowking in ZA looks a lot better, too. Just not as many people are talking about that one. Shiny Hydrapple's move turns yellow. You know what? I've never really used it in battle. I didn't know it did that. That's pretty cool. Like the shiny Zigzagoon line, it's definitely noticeable, right? If you're talking Galarian, it's definitely noticeable. It goes from black and white to white and blue and red. Definitely noticeable. Or actually, is it just blue and red? Is there any white? Slowking looks good too. Very vibrant. Very vibrant. Yeah, I know my good friend Shiny's just got a shiny Obstagoon on Friday. He was resetting a strong spawn or a wanderer or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty awesome. I don't know what he's going to be hunting tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to watching it. Dang it. Come on, Lotad. Not even shiny with your 6 legs. How many legs would you like to have? I would like to stick with 2. Your reset needs to move 1 step forward to encounter it. Ah. Isn't that Obstagoon literally in this area? It is not. It is not. The Obstagoon that he was hunting was by the wild area. I don't know why I'm trying to make it. By the wild area nursery. Pokemon nursery. Was there a static Obstagoon? You know what? Now you got me wondering. Was there a one-time only static Obstagoon in this area? Maybe there was. Like, I just forgot about it because it's been years. Maybe there was a one-time only. Saturday, can I go live playing Scarlet? Saturday, I am going to be continuing this hunt and going for Darker Eye. Or I'm going to be doing Fire Red Leaf Green and going for Darker Eye. In BDSP. We're eventually going to get back to Scarlet and Violet. I have 17 Masuda hunts to do in that. One time only, like Wailord, Olive Armor. Well, I think the Wailord respawns, doesn't it? Or does it not? I don't even know. Earliest ever shiny game was Shield, playing German character Cloud. He walked on the Route 1 with Pokeballs. Should be right on that corner to the left of the first grass. Yeah, that must have been a one-time only thing then. Wound up range with shiny Wooloo on your 3rd Wooloo. And no way! That's incredible, AC. Like, all my friends that have hunted for Wooloo have gone, like, so over odds on that. That's incredible you got it, like, on your 3rd check. A dead Pokewater replaced the battery inside with a childhood Togetic from almost 12 years ago. That's so cool. I'm assuming my Pokewalker battery's dead. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's definitely dead. I should replace that sometime. They're almost at 500 checks. I'm catching up. Okay, yeah. So there were 3 Wanderers in this area: Lapras, and Dreadnought, and an Obstagoon, and they are one-time only checks. They do not respawn. Yeah, it's been years since I've done a playthrough of this, so I forgot about that. It's actually really easy to find the battery. That's good. You want a shiny hunt, but you need to rebeat Sword? Do it. You just started your game, you're training your Sobble. That's crazy, Lacey. So lucky. At least shiny was a Metapod. Let's go Eevee and Petalburg Woods. And Shield now as your shiny Huntmon. Nice! I assume you can hunt the Lapras, the Dreadnought, and the Obstagoon, but I would imagine that would be a pain in the butt. Because you'd have to save far enough away that it hasn't spawned in yet. And then run up to it and encounter it, reset the game, and, you know, run up to it and encounter it again. That would be annoying. That would definitely increase the going from the hunt. Huh. It's my favorite Pokemon version. Oh my gosh. I was talking about resetting. So muscles took over and I reset. That's a pain in the butt. All right. All right. We're going to have to not count these next 5 encounters. Quickest shiny you meant to encounter, not a random one, was Squirtle. Let's go at catch counter of 2. Whoa, that's crazy. First shiny on the Switch was a Jolteon to keep on the team forever. Nice. Going to lunch with your roommate. Good luck with BLIPBUG. Shiny before 500. Thank you so much, Lacey. Thank you for being here. Let's decrease that. That's ridiculous. I literally talk about resetting, like soft resetting. So my hands soft reset. Yeah, the Jolteon when you're trying to get the normal Giratina on Dynamax Adventures. Wow, that's pretty lucky. Reflex resetting is the worst. It really is. Thank God I, had this hunt all set up. So all we gotta do is just re-encounter those 5 that were on the screen. And now we can get back to what we were doing. Dang it. Thank God it wasn't a chain or anything like that, you know? Alright, now we're back. Now we're encountering new BLIPBUGs again. Has anyone ever accidentally reset over a shiny? I have a few times. I did. Thankfully, most of them were not on stream. The first time I reset over a shiny and it devastated me was I was shiny hunting Latias in the Ultra Wormholes, and muscle memory took over, and I hit the start button to reset the game before my eyes registered to my brain that the Latias was shiny. And I was very depressed for about 5 minutes, and I said, well, let's keep going. And then the next day I was able to reclaim it, which was nice. I accidentally reset over shiny Regice twice because I was trying to get the perfect camera shot of it in the wormholes with the star in the background, and I got it so quickly that I freaked out, and instead of hitting the home button, I hit the start button and reset it. And I was like, well, that was dumb of me, but okay, let's keep going. And then about an hour later, it shined again. And the reclaim was so quick, I freaked out and accidentally hit the start button instead of the home button. I was hitting the home button so I could get the camera ready to take the picture. But the third time, which was like 4 or 5 days later, I did manage to get the shot I was looking for right there. The only time I've reset over shiny on stream that I believe... thank you, Ivo. Thank you for the new light goal. I believe the only time I can remember resetting over shiny on stream was when we got the shiny Excelgor in like 15 checks, and we caught it, we nature guessed it, all that stuff, put it away, and I was getting ready to set up another soft reset hunt, and I reset the wrong switch because we were dual hunting, and that's when I realized that I had not saved yet. I meant to reset the other switch. I reset the switch that I got the Excelgor on, and I had not saved yet. That was terrible. John Struckard and Kiro both accidentally soft resetting over Mewtwo. That's crazy. And in Heart Gold, that hurts. I mean, X and Y, that hurts too, but Heart Gold, 1 in 8192 hunts, or 1 in 8192 odds. That's, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that, John. Any crazy shinies? I mean, I got a lot of good shinies. All modesty aside. The only ones I'm really missing are the shiny locked ones. And 3 family household and 10 of the unknown. Like those 11 Pokemon, are the only ones that I can shiny hunt that I legitimately do not have. This BLIPBUG, I'm just grabbing from my Premier decks. I want to get all my shinies in Premier Balls. I already do have a shiny BLIPBUG. It's just not in the Premier Balls, so I'm really trying to take that. I'm getting hungry. I wonder if it's still snowing outside. Someone look outside for me. Let me know if it's still snowing. Do I stream every day? No, I stream on Saturdays and Sundays. I have a full-time job during the week, so I just kind of keep it as like a weekend hangout type deal. Occasionally, I might do a stream during the week, like if I have off of work for a holiday or something like that, or if a new game comes out. Yep, as I expected, it was warm enough that the snow turned to rain, and now there's no snow outside. So that's good. Nose Pass, Chatot, and the previous of the Cricketune? What? Oh, Cricketot? Are those, so Nose Pass, Chatot, and Cricketot, are those shinies that you reset over? Dang it. Yes? Ah, dang, that stinks. I actually failed a shiny Cricketune and had to reclaim it, along with Darmanitan. It was in Oris. I was dex nabbing the two of them. I forgot that Cricketune had Perish Song. I don't think I have to explain any further on that. And Darmanitan, I just pulled a huge dumb and didn't think about it having a recoil move. But the nice thing with DexNav is, as convoluted of a shiny hunting method as it is, I still don't fully understand the odds. It's the only shiny hunting method that basically permanently increases your chance of getting a shiny. So, even though I failed those, I was able to reset the game, and for each one of them, it only took me about an hour to reclaim. Didn't reset Cricketot Runaway, Chatot Runaway, and Nose Pass you killed by accident. Dang, I hate it when that happens. So yeah, with DexNav, like, the more encounters you have with a Pokemon, it's like the higher the what do they call it? The research, I think they call it, the research points are, and the research points are a permanent addition. So like if I have 200 research points on a BLIPBUG, then I will always have those 200 research points. And the higher the research points get, that affects your shiny odds. It's within the formula to calculate if you know, the chance of a shiny. So yeah, it's the only shiny hunting method that permanently alters your shiny odds. I mean, I guess technically Brilliant Auras, but that only accounts for 3% of your spawns. 1500 now, 1124. Dang, you're getting close to double odds on the second one. One shiny that completely destroyed you was a shiny Chansey Safari Zone in Fire Red a long time ago. It was so soul crushing you never go back. Kiro, that hurts me just to read. That is why I will never shiny hunt in the old Safari Zones. I do not understand why anyone would want to put themselves under that stress. It was hard enough trying to catch non-shinies in Safari Zones for the Dex completion. You know? Like, one of the proudest moments of my life was actually catching a Chansey or a Kangaskhan in Gen 1 games. Boros even was practically impossible. You weren't even after shiny, you just wanted Chansey? Yeah, and that hurts me, Kiro. That hurts my heart. Alright, come on, shiny. Come on, shiny. Keep on rolling. You sipping, keep on shining on me. Still refuse to go back? I don't blame you. I would never set foot in a Safari Zone ever again. Even the later gen easier Safari Zones. Alright, every possible type against the Dragon Gym Leader's final match, but you haven't beat them. what is the Pokemon that is giving you the trouble? What Pokemon is it that he has that's giving you issues? Losing your shiny Chatot, you're so mad that now you don't like Chatot anymore? I totally understand that. Galar, Dragon, Raihan. Alright, so we've got Gigalith, Flygon, Sandaconda, and Gigantamax Duraludon. Turtle One and Terminator. What? Oh, it's the second battle. Gotcha. Gotcha. Torkoal, Gudra, Turtonator, Flygon, and Duraludon. Okay. Yeah, Fairy type's not going to be very good against Duraludon because of Iron Head. I'd probably use a Fighting type against Duraludon. Flying Fairy would be good against Flygon. And you could use that against Gudra too. Ah, it's got Thunder though. Yeah, I don't know how are your levels? Are you around level 55, 53 to 55? If not, I'd definitely increase your levels. You just hatched a shiny Fuey Coco, congratulations! $500th check. I'm catching up quick. $51 to $58. Try maybe to get everybody up to at least level 55 and try it again. Like, is it even close? It's red because you have a lot of pink ones. What? The shiny's pink. The regular's red. Freaking Zigzagoon. Really close, but by the time you beat this two, you have one left. Yeah, I would just try and add, a few more levels to your team. Get everybody up to at least like level 55, and try it again. Underwater Safari Zone, that'd be pretty wild. 202 checks today, nice. I'm closing in on 300 checks today. 303 hours isn't bad. I mean, that's 300 checks in 3 hours. That's like 100 checks an hour. But yeah, I'd probably, the biggest advice I would give is I'd probably have a fairly high-leveled fighting type to go against the Duraludon. Math is matching. Thank you, John. I like having somebody to confirm what I'm thinking. Guess what team you beat Scarlet with? Nothing but Caterpies. Caterpies not even in the game, FT. Nothing but Cloths. You had 6 Cloths on your team. Panda, but you don't have a shadow Pokemon to evolve it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you have Pancham, but you don't have a dark Pokemon to put on the team to evolve into Pangoro. Well, go catch one. Just go grab one. That's a real easy thing to do. Just want to end quicker so you can see something else. I hear you, Meta Champion. Absolutely. The team you used to beat Shield is so random. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Let me know what it was. Yeah, I would just go out and grab a dark type or a shadow type, whatever it's called in your language, and throw it on the team and evolve into Pangoro real quick. That's easy peasy. I have to buy 2 copies of trades of Legends of EA in order to get the trade Zeebos. No, Christopher, I just traded with some of my friends online. Which, you know, is the way that it should be done nowadays, but unfortunately with Fire Red Leaf Green, you won't have that option. So you're either going to have 2 systems with 2 games, or you're going to have a real life friend that also has a Switch or Switch 2 and either Fire Red Leaf Green. I gotta find one in the wild area. There you go. Yeah, that'll be nice and easy. Morpeko, Cramorant, Eternatus, Inteleon, Zamazenta, and Charizard. I think Morpeko and Cramorant's a little random to have. I would say out of those, yeah, I'd say those are a little random. I like randomness on the team. I think it's boring if everyone has the same team. Skeledirge, Masquerain Shiny, Shiny Talonflame, Shiny Magnezone, Shiny Mudsdale, and Shiny Avalugg. Nice! Good team. Do you have friends in real life that play Pokemon? Yeah, like I said, I think it's a big swing in a miss for me that they did that. It's only really Feedbass that needs trading ZA. All our trading abilities are found in game. Yeah, I guess that is true. Although, is that still true if you don't have the DLC? Or do you need the DLC? I honestly can't remember. I can't remember if the trading those are in the base game. But you're right. You're totally right. You don't really need to trade except for Melodic. But yeah, I just think it's a swing and a miss that they're not adding online capability to Fire Red Leaf Green. And there will be some people out there that'll say, well, it makes sense. That's how it was done back in 2004. In 2004, there wasn't online capability. And yeah, that's 100% correct. There wasn't. Back in 2004, you did need to either have 2 systems and 2 games or have a friend in real life that also had the game. But I think the world has changed a lot in the past 20 plus years. And I think it's a lot less common nowadays to have real life friends that own the same games as you. It's become like I think video game culture has become much more internet based. Oh yeah, and the link cable. You had to have a link cable or the wireless adapter. That's true, Ivo. You're right. You're right. You can get a Gengar there. Absolutely. Didn't know it was that easy to find Ghastly. Well, keep in mind, Ghastly's not a dark type Pokemon. Ghastly is a ghost/poison type. Yeah, Ghastly is ghost/poison. Steelix from Naval Research? Okay. Yeah, so I guess you don't really need to trade to get the trade evolutions in ZA. Which is good. You shouldn't have to in the first place. Well, Fire Red Leaf Green is 40 megs, but yes, your point's absolutely correct, Christopher. They certainly should have introduced online capabilities. You're going to see a lot of videos and a lot of discussion on the internet about people not being happy with the Fire Red Leaf Green releases, and there's a lot of reasons, and people care about, certain things that other people might not care about. I get it. So I don't have the same level of outrage or frustration as other people might with some of their complaints, but I do genuinely believe it is a huge miss that they didn't have online capabilities. Isn't Alakazam in Area 20 as well? Isn't that one of the 67 alphas in Zone 20? Pretty sure that's where I got mine. Unless I'm completely misremembering. Yeah, Area 20, there you go. So base game Area 20, just one of the 67 shows up in the middle. Not shiny. All right, this is gonna be the last check today. Oh, we got two. We gotta check two. These are gonna be the last two checks today. I do want to, before we encounter these, give my thanks to Ari for the 38 months of membership, Kiro for the 10 gifted memberships, Silly Jess for the gifted membership, and Draconified for the 2 jewels. Thank you all very much. Thank you all for being here. It's been a good stream. I've enjoyed having everyone here. I think we've made a lot of progress. The next time we speak on my stream, the next time we all get together, will be after the Pokemon Presents. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Not shiny. 501, no shines. You only got 8 shinies? Hey, that's 8 more than other people. But thank you all so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great week. I'm sure I'll see some of you guys in other people's streams. But be good, be safe. Good luck on all your Pokemon hunts, and remember, do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.